Hi, this is a screencast just to show you how to access the training site and how to show your students what accommodations they have available by using this training site. So first you will log into your IMS account and then click on the DESA Math and ELA icon. Once here, you click Smarter ELA and Mathematics, and then you will click on the Practice and Training Test. Here you will log in as a student to the training site. Go ahead and sign in as we're a guest. Select the student's grade level. And then choose whether you're going to do ELA, whether you're going to go to math, whether you want to do the CAT portion or the performance task portion. Whichever one it may be, just click on that test choice to get to the students to this page. This page is very important for students to check. Once you've conferenced with your students are going to know what accommodations they have available to them, and this is the page where they need to check to make sure that these accommodations are registered. If they're not here as supports or accommodations, then they need to immediately let you as the special education teacher know so that they can pause their test, stop the testing process at this point, and then you do whatever is necessary to get these accommodations and supports available to them, because legally these are supposed to be available. The first one that we can check for here is text-to-speech. If you have logged into the performance task, then the text-to-speech is going to be the passage, stimuli, and items. If you logged into, if you had just logged into the practice test for ELA, then no student will have the passages read to them on the practice test or the CAT portion of the Smarter Balance test, because they have to be diagnosed as a non-reader in order for that to happen. And that happens only like less than 1% of the time. So most students, all of your students for text-to-speech, are going to only have the items read to them. Once you have that there for them to see, you're going to go ahead and click select. You're going to have them check to make sure that that sound can be heard so that they know that they will hear the person reading to them. And then they can begin their test. Once they begin the test, if they are in the performance task, then this section can be read to them. If they were just in the practice test, then the story portion cannot be read. Only the questions and the possible answers can be read to them. If they do get print on demand, they can have these pieces of text printed for them so that they will have a hard copy for them. That option will be here in these 3 bars, and you need to show this to students. You need to show them that they have to click here, where they need to click to have that text printed for them, and then explain to them that once they click print, they need to let the teacher know, the special education teacher or whatever teacher is administering the test at that time, know that they have chosen to have that text print, because the teacher needs to go into the computer and actually okay and approve the print request for the items to be printed out at the printer. If they want things read to them, then on the practice test, then they are going to go over here to these 3 lines, and there will also be an option here where things can be read. They just click on that, and then they follow along with the text as the computer reads the question and the possible answers to them. This is very important for students to know and to understand. It looks like this in the reading portion, and it will also look like this in the math portion. They just click on those 3 lines, they choose read to, and the computer will read the math questions to them. You also need to go into the math section so that you can show them where to find the button for the calculator. because the students will have the calculator available to them for certain questions, and they need to know how to find that and how to use that. Students are not made aware of these accommodations at any time in any grade before this. So if we are not taking the time to explain this to them, then they're not even aware that this is here for them to use. And if they're using these accommodations in the classroom to be successful, then they're also going to need to use these accommodations on these standardized tests in order to be successful. So thanks for listening.